Good morning. So we're on day 3 of whitening of a consistent routine. So I actually do enjoy whitening my teeth. I want to do the other type of whitening, which is the gel. Um, Actually found a product that doesn't. There was when I was like, what was it? 20. I had to figure it like what major milestone there was. So 20, I had bought the Crest White strips, and they were creating little dots on my teeth, and I was like, "Ew, that's not my product." So I found a product that actually does work, but I'm willing to try the other stuff again because I'm pretty sure that time has gone by that they got enough complaints to update the formula. So um, I do like the product. It's nice. Today I took a day off from the gym. I'm actually completely sore to the point that I could actually hurt myself. So tomorrow it's gonna be this same routine: get up, go to the gym, try to get to bed early tonight if I can. Couldn't sleep at all last night. So tonight we're gonna try out the minimal furniture option to an apartment, which is fine, which is basically the yoga mat. It's pretty much how I started, and I wasn't happy with the furniture in my apartment, and then it was like, you need to have more furniture to make it look like you're living in it. And it was like, I am living in it. A lot of people don't like a whole lot of clutter in their space, and that was me. So I'm gonna do that, and going to work on getting rid of the rest of the shit in my car. So I started cleaning out my car. So that's why there's very little videos. Plus, there's very little film strip videos because when things go correct, that means that it's not that there isn't a need to record it. There is a need to record it. The problem is that there's no point doing it right now when like about 90% of you are going to forget. And then there's going to be the 10% of us that actually do wake up and remember that yesterday was a different date and that we have to do it all over again. So it's pretty much proven to me, based on the Sesame Street Dianetics, that you understand that this is going to just keep going right through. I had hit a job application that I thought was ridiculous, which means that they're truly not hiring, they're just accepting. It's called the arbitration agreement. Normally, I don't have to agree to any of that stuff. If there's a problem, there's usually something that gets resolved within the company. But this one kind of concerned me because the last time I applied to like Payless Shoes when I was like 19, they had the same thing, and what they said was is that you're working off a commission and sales. So in the event that you don't get your paycheck, you can't sue us, we'll handle it. So that may not be an option. That becomes a little bit dicey. I may do it just to see because it's the season, so we'll see what happens. But there's no like, hooking on it, because the last time I applied to Journeys, I didn't get any freaking phone call. Haven't got anything back from Chuck E. Cheese, which means that the guy was not serious about hiring me, that they were just doing to satisfy the PPE loan requirement. And how do I know? Because how I got treated. Like, number one, normally if I was an employer and you told me that you were coming from a situation that involved a committee, what I would say is, hey, look, I'll hold your job for you. And at the same time, when we work with you, I didn't get any of that, which means it's just to give break to an employee that's been there for long. So this is what it's coming down to, that anybody that's coming new into the workforce, you may not get that full-time job dream because everybody has worked since they were 16 at a place, endured the whole drama of it all, gotten hurt and everything, which you shouldn't have to do at a job, because all you should be doing is going to work, producing something, and then coming back home, putting the paycheck towards the bills, and that's it. You shouldn't be creating any type of soap opera. None whatsoever. If you have a life, with a coworker or something like a friendship, you keep it outside of work. Um, Here where we're at this place, it's a little different because we do have the welfare system issue into play, and every single nigger is going to put their 2 cents in, and then every single minority is going to put their 2 cents in, and then us who have sat through a AP government and law book class will have been like, shut up. It's pretty much been slapped across the mouth. You have no idea how this long story started. This long story actually started, and it actually started over the Wizard of Oz poster, because like, this is how neighborhood fights start. I mean, we are hillbilly trash. We are. Not gonna lie. Okay, not gonna lie at all about it. But that's not the reason why you should bring that argument in. The whole argument is that every single place that's hiring is just fulfilling a requirement, but they're not actually following through with it. And you can tell based on the application process. And this was actually started when I had left home at 18. So everything that y'all are saying right now, well, this is the first, it's not the first time Donald Trump. It's been happening since the switch between Bush Jr. into the Obama administration. It happened. What it was is that we all knew it was happening, and we all just knew how to flow into it. But neither president's fucked us over, because they didn't want to hear that their unemployment rates went up during this little time that went on. That's why I'm like, I really don't care for you. If I don't vote for you, then you know that this is just, you're just going to walk through and make the same mistake. I don't technically have to do anything, because we've been through it so many times. Just like I don't technically have to prove to Governor Warren what I have done in her state. It's been proven enough times. I've paid the bill enough times. So she can go kiss my ass. And there's plenty of other representatives in the state of Michigan that would love to have her job position, which they are so much better than her, plus 5 other state representatives that can do her job better. It's just that you all are hanging on Chappaquiddick for no fucking reason. Trust me, there's a crap load of freaking reps that we can pull, and they would be able to do a much better job, especially Kwame's mom. I think mom or grandmother or aunt, I forgot what she was when the AP government and law teacher told us, but she is a relative to the Kwame Kilpatrick family. And if you want to talk about injustice, that's the woman right there that can seriously fuck you all up in DC. And she does. But I haven't seen any of you guys take hits on our Michigan politicians at all, which means that you have no fucking water to hold. So I'm sorry, but you are not the first president to come up with a resolution or a solution. This is something that Obama did, and so did George W. So it's not the first time. What it was that they did a great job to not make it an impact on the economy, because I'm going through the same fucking rut like I did when I left home. So yes, it is difficult for anybody coming out of college to find a job, and it is difficult for anybody coming off of unemployment to find a job or to go back to their employers, because now their employers are playing these little hiring games, which you created. You have created, not these 2 presidents. So don't hold them hostage, because all they did was just follow the book. It's what you did. Okay. Not everybody was home that day. I was. This is all a creation of you. I'm blaming it all on you, next to Lindsey Graham. But you know what? I don't have a mean bone in my body, though, to actually get up, run to DC, and start beating the shit out of you. No. Went to DC to go figure out what the fuck this was all about, after I had told this fucker not to fucking send any more shit, because I had gotten approached by my senator. We don't get approached by our senator at all. So that must meant that I had been accused of doing something, which I didn't. Did not get accused of doing something at all. Didn't even write to this fucker. And now I had fucking gotten a letter, and then it kept going more and more and more. After I had been on YouTube, knowing fully well he was watching the YouTube channel, and he kept continuing to send the fucking letters. You stop. This is going to keep going right through and right through. So the more you do it, the more you're going to fuel anger in me. And that actually is aggravated. Okay? That's aggravation you're creating, not me, because my whole day is trying to find fucking peace in what I'm doing. Meaning, like, I go in, I find where I'm supposed to be at for that day, do my job, come back home, and enjoy taking care of myself. which means playing games, watching movies, doing stuff like health and spa, those type of things, which is what every single typical girl in Michigan does if they're not into political stuff, which we don't like. We don't like at all. No, we don't. Because I thought that's what everybody was supposed to do as a girl, and found out that no, you're supposed to go back home and just maintain a household. Somebody actually told me that. And she was the type that once she spoke, you listened. Okay? Just like me, once I spoke about something, they listened. So it isn't just about me ranting and raving. It's actually telling y'all that this is just a repetitive pattern. It's just that y'all wanted to go on yachts and cruises to fucking run away from it, to not see it. Okay, that's fine. But now we're stuck in this fucking loop, and y'all are blaming it on me. For what? I can list 20 fucking girls if you gave me the list. Pick out, like, out of 10 lists, the correct list of these 20 fucking girls that you really should be pinning it on. But you won't do it because you're fucking them. You have millions and millions of dollars. You honestly think you ain't fucking screwing around on your wives or on your girlfriends that have positions in being whatever they are? Who are you fucking kidding? Who are you fucking kidding? I mean, seriously, who are you kidding? Wow. Holy crap. Can't do that. Do you know how many girls sit there and go and start up stuff? Stop it. You were like that all night and I didn't get any fucking sleep. There's no need for it. I've said my piece. There are no jobs here in Michigan. Whatever job creation you created, it ain't happening like y'all wanted it to. Maybe you should start acting like politicians. And maybe these businesses will start giving a damn. Maybe you should just shut them down. But that's okay. That's okay because you guys like listening to actors that think they know better. Because why? They went to Beverly Hills High School and learned AP government and law? Okay. That's sad. That's really sad because I'm pretty sure that the government high education for lower level education is actually in Maryland. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. But you guys will spend money to go recreate a book in California, so then this way you can just say what? That's the law? And yet you have a whole bunch of students looking at their AP government law book, which haven't been updated since the past 4 years. Okay. Yeah, that logic don't ring. It don't ring. It don't. That means that you have money to give, which means that we can actually implement another lawsuit on you because there is a lawsuit that the government can put on you, Mr. Trump. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's trying to bankrupt the economy through PPE loans. You can't do that. Can't do that. Which means that you're making it impossible for people to find jobs that weren't able to find jobs in other states because you told them that they needed to go elsewhere to look for jobs. Oh, no. That's in a chapter. That's in a chapter. Michigan has been in this rut for 15 years. That's how we know. That is a chapter. You need to read it. You need to read it. You're lucky we haven't placed that lawsuit on you. But if more politicians wake up and recognize that yesterday isn't yesterday again, but now it's December 19th, 2015, we might just win on that argument. But then you grease their pockets so fucking well, then how is that possible? So like I said, it still don't look good for you. You still just lost. You still just lost. Maybe you should start having a bigger heart and start taking the money that you grease their pockets in and put it towards getting rid of businesses that don't believe in the American economy. Which I'm pretty sure American economy is part of American pride and American integrity. And we just go through the whole American list, okay? We just don't sit there and start playing country songs. What it is that we went on the other side of it and we said, that's the American dream right there. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because we're Donald Trump. God fucking forbid. God fucking forbid. But you're not God. You're not God. You're not God at all. In fact, I can list 5 politicians that are more God than you. I do. I do. Mm-hmm. And 5 more Hollywood stars that are more egotistical God than you are. Yeah, 5. 5. They could destroy this country. Oh, in 2 seconds they could. Yeah, they could. But that's okay. We're gonna watch the ridiculous So 2. It's gonna look phony as hell because we just went back right through it again and again and again and again and again. Psst.